Hello and welcome to today's video on high altitude investing. Today is going to be a video part of the trading strategy series, and it's going to be about bottom formations. So we are looking at Ethereum right now, but I have some images I have created here. A couple examples of some bottom formations that formed. This is XMR, and this is a picture of a little while back between October 24th and February 21st. And this is a bottom formation example I have, a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. And this formed in between December 7th and December 19th. And you can see the 1 position is defined when it hits a new low that it hasn't hit before, and then the 2 position is when it comes up to a high out of that low, and the 3 position is when it goes and tests that low and fails to go below the level that it hit before. So you can see how it hit this low point right here and then came up to this 2 point and then came to test it again, and it failed to test that low and broke high and continued breaking high after that point. Now let's look at XMR. This is a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation that formed between around December 8th to about Christmas to December 25th. So this one mark it hit, and then it broke high to hit this 2 point that I have, and then it came to test that low again and failed to test that low. So 1, 2, 3 bottom traders usually buy when it breaks at the 2 point again. So a 1, 2, 3 bottom trader would be buying around here in Ethereum. This is Ethereum, because that's when it successfully broke out of that 2 point again. So that's usually when 1, 2, 3 bottom traders buy in, is at the 2 point, but I like to buy at the 3 point sometimes, and if it doesn't prove me correctly and it does in fact go below the 1 point, then I'll sell my position out. But if I buy at the 3 point, then I have increased chances of profits. So here's some charts that I have, and I'm just going to draw some formations here for you guys. Some 1, 2, 3 bottoms. This is more recent of XMR. This was a screenshot taken about 2 p.m. today. So I have 4-hour candlesticks on. Now it hit this low right here, so that's our one point. Is at this low, and then it hit this high right here, so that's our 2 point, excuse me. And here it's coming down to test that 1 point again. If it breaks below this 1 point, then it will not be a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, but if it doesn't break below the 1 point, it will be a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, and I would put a buy order at the 2 point, which is 0.0024 Bitcoin per XMR is the 2 point. So these are some potential 1, 2, 3 bottoms that could be forming that I'm drawing right now. Now let's look at Ethereum. It hit this low at 0.01555 and broke high. And now it's coming back down to test those levels. So if it hits 1.0155 Bitcoin, and doesn't break below that level, then this would be another successful 1, 2, 3 bottom formation formed in Ethereum. And this is at the 38% Fibonacci level too, because it's been crashing for the past week or so, which would be a really good spot for a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation to form if it was going to break high again. So these are both potential 1, 2, 3 bottoms that are formed on Ethereum, and XMR are forming right now as we speak. And if they break below the 1 point, then we know it isn't a 1, 2, 3 bottom. It failed to test that level. So, like I said, traders generally have their buys at the 2 point, because when it breaks high above the 2 point for the second time, then it's confirmation that it could continue on its uptrend, or it generally will continue on its uptrend, which has been going on for the past little while now. We can see, here's more updated graphs. You can see that it is still climbing. So these 1, 2, 3 bottoms need a little more time before we can decide whether they are in fact 1, 2, 3 bottoms. But they are potential 1, 2, 3 bottoms that are forming right now. Ethereum has been downtrending since March 14th, when it hit its high at about $14, or 0.037200 Bitcoin. XMR has also been downtrending for a little while, since about March 26th, when it hit its high at 0.0042-ish Bitcoin. But these could be 1, 2, 3 bottoms forming at this support level. There's pretty significant volume. Now let's look for some other 1, 2, 3 bottoms in some of these other coins real quick, just to practice. Here's a 1, 2, 3 bottom that formed in MadeSafe. It hit this low right here, came up to a high, and then came down to test that low and failed to break below that level. And you can see how it broke high after that. So a long position on MadeSafe coin at this 2 level right here would be a good idea. But the chance is already passed, because that happened between April 10th and April 13th. Well, April 12th about. Let's look at BitShares. There's a pretty hard 1, 2, 3 bottom that formed before it broke high. So here's the 1 point where it hit a low at 493 Satoshi a share. The 2 point is where it hit this high at 690 Satoshi a share. And then it broke down, and this is the 3 point at 598 Satoshi a share, where it failed to break below the 1 point level. So this is a successful 1, 2, 3 bottom formation in BitShares. And after that, you can see there was large profits. It just continued on its uptrend, clear up to 2,290 Satoshi a share. So there could be another potential 1, 2, 3 bottom starting to form. But this would be the 1 point, so we need more time, more data, before we can determine whether there's a 1, 2, 3 bottom again forming in BitShares. Dash is another coin that had a pretty strong 1, 2, 3 bottom formation before it made its run. So let's go look at that. This is where the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation formed. It hit this low at 0.0052 Bitcoin. Came up to hit this, that's the 1 point. Came up to hit the 2 point at 0.00653 Bitcoin. And then came down to test that low again, which is the 3 point at 0.00579 Bitcoin. And successfully tested that low. And you can see since that point, it's just been breaking high ever since then. So I like to keep an eye out for 1, 2, 3 bottom formations. It's one of my favorite trading signals personally, because you can see how these great profits were made after that formation happened. That's basically 1, 2, 3 bottom formations explained though. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.